Hey, hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello. Guys, I have to tell you, a stalker held the door open for me and said, "I am after you." It's the weirdest thing, you guys. My name is Rachel. I am so pedantic that my favorite classic rock band is The Whom. I was raised half Jewish and half goth, so my second favorite classic rock band growing up was Black Shabbat. I'm very into period clothing, which is to say that I love to free bleed in vintage dresses. And you guys, I gotta tell you, I usually wear a women's large, but when I talk to the dead, I'm a medium. When a man says, "Make me a sandwich," I put him between two slices of bread and I eat him. That's not entirely true. The truth is that I am indeed a heterosexual, but only because I can't play the weird one in my comedic double act without a straight man. I always say that in a healthy and sex-positive heterosexual relationship, one of you ought to be easy and the other one ought to be hard. I got married this past year, and we had to postpone our wedding due to COVID. And it turns out that we really should have stuck to our original plan. We had talked about getting married in September of the previous year after getting engaged in April. We talked about getting married on 9/11 specifically, but we decided that it was just too soon. My husband and I are in an interracial relationship because only one of us is named that. Yeah. I'm definitely not a trophy wife, but I am an atrophy wife because ever since I got married, I haven't been moving at all and my muscles are disintegrating. My husband and I, we don't have any kids, but I am turning 30 this year, and I have noticed a weird thing, which is that I have been wanting to spend more time with babies, like fresh babies, like new babies. Like I've been wanting to deliver babies, and I realized that what's happening to me is that I'm having a midwife crisis.
Brilliant.
So, to deal with this, I went to a women's health conference, right? Sponsored by Mensi, the Society for Lady Geniuses. And there was an after party at the women's health conference, and it turned out that I was woefully unprepared for it because it turned out that the after party was BYOBGYN. And I forgot to bring my own gynecologist. You guys... I thought it was really reductive how at this conference they kept talking about women as a whole. So while I was there, I went to visit an orthodonto gynecologist to get my crooked vagina fixed. What do you know? He prescribed me panty aligners. That's a crooked vagina joke. You gotta have one of those. I brought my cat with me because my cat was pregnant with a single kitten, but she wasn't ready to be a mom. So I took her to the vet for 9 abortions. In case you missed the math on that, you can either refer to David's 18-wheeler joke or the fact that my cat got pregnant again with a litter this time, a litter of 6, but her career was just starting to take off. So I took her back to the vet for 54 abortions. Oh my God. This all went down on a Sunday, and I thought that was weird because, people always are depressed when Sunday rolls around, presumably because Monday's coming up, but I always thought that was strange because I always thought it was the day before Sunday that was supposed to be the sadder day. Anyway, let's see. I'm gonna segue into opinions that I have. Opinions I always say opinions are like assholes. I have many, many more than I'm supposed to. A joke in which I'm hideously deformed. There's been a lot of weird stuff going on in the US lately with like weird like neo-Nazis trying to overthrow the government. And I gotta be honest, this gives me very nervous diarrhea. I've been experiencing the fascists. I was very confused when I first started reading about this group QAnon because I thought it was pronounced Quanon, and I thought that it was the ingredient that gives tonic water its distinctive flavor. But it's not, you know? But the thing I keep thinking when I see these Nazis is that, like, I as a Jew, I think a lot about, like, you know, Hitler, obviously. I think a lot about, like, what if Hitler had been born a millennial? You know, maybe he could have gone on YouTube and maybe he could have ranted and raved on there. And maybe, just maybe, he would have been content with 6 million views. I wonder about that a lot, you know. I do experience digestive distress even when it's not just the fast shits, you know. I have IBS and I go through the same routine with it every single day. You know, I wake up and I'm inevitably hurting and sent into a panic attack by the pain, you know, and then I inevitably clog my toilet and have to unclog it using a pipe snake. And then, you know, I end up having to unclog my toilet with a pipe snake. I already said that one. And then I look down upon myself and I realize in a moment of sheer body horror that I am naked, because that's how I tend to sleep and hang out at home. And then I have to smoke a bowl and cancel whatever plans I made for the day, right? And I call this routine the wake and ache and shake and quake and snake and nake and bake and flake. I keep a book in my bathroom on the Velvet Underground for those times when I need a little Lou Reed. Okay. I was watching a show the other day about a prodigal young vaginal flatulist. It was called The Queef's Gambit. Oh. All right. Anyway, let's see. I have a disorder called Raynaud's phenomenon, which is something where you lose circulation to your extremities and your hands and feet go numb. And I always say, you know, doctors are looking for a cure for Raynaud's, but I always say you can pry my Raynaud's from my cold, dead hands. And lastly, I will leave you with a piece of advice, okay? You don't have to swallow 8 spiders a year in your sleep. But you will if you're a good little spider slut. Thank you.
Brilliant. Oh my God. What?